What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today we got our first look at Season 10C, the first actual trailer for it, and I am blown away. This looks so much better than what I was expecting. They kept on saying that with COVID, the episodes were going to be like more character focused and just less action, I guess. But honestly, this looks just like any trailer we would have gotten for the start of a new season or a mid-season finale. Like, this looks on par with the second half of Season 9 and the second half of Season 10. Alright, so we're going to break it down. So it starts off, of course, showing us with the iconic Commonwealth soldiers in their gear. And I just want to say that I love their costumes. Like, it is 100% comic accurate. They couldn't have done any better with this. And it looks like that's Yumiko there, like, running towards one of the soldiers. I don't know, trying to fight back, but it seems kind of pointless to fight back because they are armed with weapons and freaking stormtrooper armor. So yeah, she gets knocked down, I guess. And then of course we see Daryl running towards a house. No, that's not the cabin. I'll get into that later. There's a cabin that's very, very important that he's going to be going to later. But this is a shot of Daryl just running, probably out with Maggie. I'm not too sure yet. And of course we have this shot of Daryl pulling his knife out of something, probably a squirrel. I don't know. Doesn't look like a walker. He's kind of pulling it backwards. Unless maybe he threw the knife and then he walked forward and grabbed it out of their head. That's that'd be kind of cool. Then we have this shot of a zombie right here, and the camera whips around to show us Gabriel and Aaron, obviously from their episode, their standalone. And then we have this shot of Ezekiel here, and honestly, it's so cool to just still see Ezekiel around because he was supposed to be killed off with the Pikes ages ago back in Season 9. And it's really just a blessing that he's still here. I love Kari Payne. I love the character. So I'm happy to see him here in season almost 11. Then we have another shot of Aaron here, and then Gabriel standing on the roof where it says "Save Us." They're definitely going to be exploring Gabriel's character and his philosophy. And then we have this shot of Daryl and Carol riding on the bike again together, just like he did with Rick, and then with Carol again at the beginning of Season 10. Love to see it. Then we have this shot of this masked figure who we still don't know who it is. That was so frustrating. We waited so long for the finale to Season 10 and still didn't know who it was. I'm still hoping it's someone cool like Dwight or possibly Morgan's son Dwayne, but who knows. It's honestly probably just going to be a new character, but we don't know yet. Then this shot of Leah, I think her name was, the cast member that's going to be in Daryl's episode. This is most likely inside of the cabin that Rick was in his final episode, that Daryl's kind of going back to and kind of reliving the past. Not too sure who she's going to be. I don't know. She's kind of just new. Nothing much to say about her. And then we have this shot, which this is just out of the ordinary. This looks like something from Fear the Walking Dead. I have no idea who this guy is here. He's someone we haven't even seen in any of the previous trailers. I don't know who this guy is. You have someone with a bag over their head. I don't know who this could be. I mean, this shot looks pretty cool. It looks like they're in some sort of restaurant. You can kind of see steps and maybe like a little bar behind them. I don't know. Something's going down. Maybe this is someone we know here. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm pumped for this. And we have a shot of Gabriel here. His fate is kind of being tested. He's sort of not really... Almost seems like he's kind of given up on the world. He kind of went crazy at the end of Season 10. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets killed off soon. I thought he was going to die in the finale, but he didn't. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think Aaron's going to die, but I think Gabriel's definitely up there. We have Daryl fighting with someone, probably Leah from the cabin that Rick was in earlier. That's my guess. I don't know. Maybe he's fighting Carol. Maybe we have a little bit of civil war, just like in Season 9A. I don't know. He's definitely not too happy with whoever this person is. Of course, we have Maggie back with Hershel Jr. And then we cut to this shot of, I believe it's Robert Patrick's character counting down 3, 2, 1. And then it cuts to a shot of Aaron. It looks like he's holding the gun to his head, but in the shot right before this, you can tell that Robert Patrick is holding a gun. So I think they do this all the time. Just like in Season 10, they had a shot of Negan and Aaron, and they made it look like Negan was about to kill Aaron. I think that same exact thing has to be going on here. If anything, I think Robert Patrick is holding the gun up to him. In one of the table reads, we saw that Aaron and Gabriel were getting drunk. So people have been theorizing that maybe this Robert Patrick guy isn't even real. Maybe he's like a dream or hallucination that they're seeing. He's kind of like the representation of evil and the devil and badness. So I don't know. Maybe they're just kind of going crazy and he's holding the gun to his head, or he's imagining Robert Patrick holding it. I don't really know here, but yeah, it's pretty. It looks pretty intense. Then of course the train carts. We have Ezekiel, Yumiko, and Eugene, and Princess. Looks like she's probably the last one coming out of the train carts, and there, I kind of looks like she's with the Commonwealth looking at them. I don't know why they would have them facing back where they just came out of. I don't know, maybe Princess is like with them. I mean, I'm a big fan of the comics, but I'll be honest, I haven't gotten to the Commonwealth arc yet. But I don't know, maybe Princess is secretly like with the Commonwealth, because she's obviously right next to a trooper, but she doesn't have a bag over her head. So maybe she like knows them. I don't know. That'd definitely be a good twist. But yeah, things are definitely not looking good for this group here. Okay, so here we have Jeffrey Dean Morgan with his beard dyed. It doesn't even look like him. And then his wife, Lucille, she shoots the walker. So it looks like when we get into Here's Negan, it's going to be different from the comics already, in that Lucille is going to live into the apocalypse. She's not going to die before it starts at the hospital. It looks like they're changing things up. And, I mean, it isn't comic accurate, but I think this is for the better, because there's definitely a lot of chemistry between Jeffrey Dean Morgan and his wife. So I'll be happy to see more of them together. She has the wig, obviously, because she had cancer, and she's probably she probably knows that she's not going to make it if the apocalypse has already started at this point. It looks like they're just kind of out on their own. Then we have this shot of Carol ripping apart something. Looks like she's tearing up a drywall or something. Then we have this awesome shot of Daryl screaming. I don't really know what this could be. My guess is, I mean, it seems a little dramatic, but I'm hoping that it has something to do with Rick. Because we know Judith now knows from Michonne that Rick is possibly still out there and going to look. And we know Daryl has for years not stopped looking for him. And the only reason he stopped was because of the Whisperers. And now maybe he finds out either through Virgil or Judith or something. But I don't know. I don't really know what else could make him like scream or cry or both like this. But this scene is definitely going to be pretty emotional. Yeah, we've never really seen Daryl just look into the sky and screaming before. I think something that could make him do that would be knowing that Rick is out there and that he didn't look for him. Like, he didn't. If Rick is out there, Daryl's going to want to go after and find him. So I'm thinking he's probably going to find out that he's out there, and then he's going to break down. He's going to be upset about it. And then he's going to have to stick around, obviously, to the end of the show. And then he's going to, now that he knows Rick is out there, after the show is over, he's going to go off with Carol in their spinoff, and they're going to go on a journey trying to find Rick. Then we have this shot of Maggie and Hershel Jr. And this awesome dialogue, Maggie saying that Hershel Jr. asked how his daddy died, and she told him that a bad man killed him, and then Hershel Jr. wanted to know if that man got what he deserved. So obviously, Maggie's not going to be happy with Negan being out, and she's gonna want him to either be killed or exiled, and I think that's what's going to end up happening with him. But we'll get more into that later. Then we have this shot of, looks like Negan making Lucille the iconic weapon. I'm super excited to see this. That's another moment from Here's Negan. So yeah, we get to see the birth of Lucille. And then Maggie here saying that dialogue about the bad man that killed Glenn's father. It looks like Maggie is talking to Carol or Daryl or someone about her talk with Hershel Jr. I can't really tell. Then we have what looks like Negan, because it looks like a person holding a bat. I'm only going to assume that's Negan, kicking down a door. He probably is going to be some kind of badass scene. He looks angry, is my guess. I'm going to guess that it's after his wife has turned and he had to put her down, sadly. And I don't know. I'm going to guess that this is some kind of scene of him leaving the house after that. Then we have this other shot of Negan. Okay, this looks like he's in that same restaurant from earlier, right? The light is the same. So that shot from earlier is probably a savior. Yeah, so I guess we do know a little bit of where that's from. That's why we can't recognize it, because it's probably a savior, or the group that Negan's with that becomes the saviors. They're interrogating someone. Then we have this other shot of Daryl here. He's got a new glove. Nothing much to see. Probably the same shot of earlier, him walking towards that house, just from another angle. Then we have Maggie right next to him, looks like in the same place, and that mysterious masked figure behind them, and then someone else in the far back. Looks like Jesus, but it's not. I really wish it could be, but unfortunately he got killed off. Then we have Daryl here. Okay, so this is the other side. Obviously that looks like Maggie, I'm going to guess, because the lighting is very similar. We have Maggie here. She was telling Daryl about Negan and what she told Hershel Jr. about Glenn. And this is probably them debating about what to do with Negan, what to do with his life. Because he has redeemed himself, but he's still Negan. Returns February 28th. And then we have this shot of Negan. It kind of looks like he's in his prisoner jumpsuit, but he's probably just out with Carol. He is being haunted by like a ghost of the old Negan. And you love to see it. It's really cool. Yeah, I really hope they do the Here's Negan episode justice, because he's such an iconic character, and it's such an iconic comic one-off. So I hope they do it good. It sucks that it's an episode and it couldn't have been a movie or like a limited series, but hey, I'm still happy we're getting it. So yeah, I'm sure they'll do it good, but yeah, man, I'm pumped for it. I can't wait. And yeah, that does it for the Walking Dead 10C trailer. I hope you like this video. This is kind of new for me. I'm going to start doing trailer breakdowns of mostly Walking Dead, but pretty much anything that I am into, Marvel, Star Wars. But yeah, I'm super pumped for the return of Walking Dead. I'll definitely do some episode reviews when they come out. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.